We're going to be talking about some high class beauty, and joining us now is Naba. Welcome to the show today. How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm great.
Good. So you came from the island of Staten.
Yes.
We usually hear we say we're from the island of Long, right? Now, did you grow up in Staten Island?
Yes, I am from Staten Island.
Lovely. What do you love best about that part of our region?
I love the food in Staten Island. I really do, especially the Italian food. It's amazing.
Now, you grew up in that type of household where you were having Sunday sauce or
No,
gravy?
actually, that's the crazy part. I'm actually born in Pakistan.
Okay.
But then when we moved here, I'm originally from Pakistan, but I've always lived in Staten Island. But I love the cuisine. I love the area. I love I love the peace and quiet in Staten Island. I guess that's my favorite part. But also, it's connected to New York City as a whole. So.
They also have a children's museum in Staten Island. They
Yes.
have a lot of hidden gems that people just don't know about.
Yeah, no, that's so true.
Okay. And now also High Klas Beauty.
And they have this too.
They have High Klas Beauty. What made you decide to start with your own mobile beauty company?
Well, I guess beauty was always a hobby, especially fillers and enhancements that are similar. I have a banking background.
Okay.
So I guess I have that customer service or salesy background by nature, because that I started in a bank about 13, 14 years ago, and it just grew. But then I decided to make a hobby into my main career, and it's been great.
Congratulations. That's really
Thank you.
exciting for you. What are some of the things that you take on the road? You know, what is mobile?
I actually take my whole setup with me. In my car, I have a 7-seater car. So the last row is my bed, it's my ring light, it's all my supplies, it's literally everything. So I bring the whole setup and the whole office to my client homes. And I travel all over New York and New Jersey. So any time of the day or night, so it's very convenient. I go according to my client availability.
And what are some of the most interesting client situations that you've walked into? Are they people that are like preparing for a wedding? Like, tell us about the experiences.
I have brides that I'll coordinate almost like group parties with my treatments involved. So it'll be like a party with the fat dissolving and the filler going on. So it's super fun. But I also think
from your head to your toe and fingertip to fingertip.
Oh yeah. I just always suggest though, like at least a month or two in advance of a major event like that. Just in case of, well, the nature of my treatments is non-invasive. So there's very minimal bruising, very minimal swelling or soreness, but there's always a chance. So I always tell my brides to at least stop the treatments at least a month or two in advance.
Okay. Now we were also talking about hyaluron, right? But I know that that's not how to say it. It's hyaluron. Hyaluron, right? Yeah. Okay. So tell us what that term means and how you utilize that in your practice.
So the hyaluron pen is a device that is both needleless and non-invasive. It incorporates hyaluronic acid in both my dissolving treatments as well as my filler treatments. Hyaluronic acid is a natural sugar found in the human body. As we age, it tends to decrease, which eventually leads to the loss of skin hydration, the loss of skin elasticity. So by penetrating the body, or I'd like to say the skin, with hyaluronic acid, essentially I'm rejuvenating the body overall.
They need to rename that. Do you agree? Because the word acid sounds a little scary.
Yeah,
acid sounds like it's the kind of acid that somebody's going to put on your skin and it's going to cause a bad reaction.
But it's a good
But in
acid.
this case, it's a good reaction.
Yeah.
Wonderful. How did you learn? How did you get trained on this? You know, what research have you done for it?
Well, it's a pretty new technology to the United States. It's actually more prevalent and more popular outside of the US, which is the interesting part. In all of Europe, in Asia, it's more popular and more prevalent. Here, it's a little bit more unknown and also newer. So it only came about here about 2 to 3 years ago, and it hasn't gained, I think, that much popularity yet, as much it's deserving of. Because even I'd like to say for me and the start of my business, both the fact that I was mobile, but also the nature of the treatments and how safe and effective they are really kind of did its own marketing. I really didn't have to do much.
So people were having good results and they're like, oh yeah, I went to Naba, and they're like, oh yeah, we want to see Naba.
Right. So the most genuine advertising is sincere word of mouth, right? So like that, for me, even though I'm an Instagram-based business, that has been my main focal point of gaining more clientele.
And have you had before and after pictures on your Instagram?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and the crazy, and I guess I actually say I do magic too.
You do. I know. I read that on the card. I was like, ooh, I want to know what mobile magic is.
Specifically, I take before and afters of the treatment right before the treatment and right after. And I always have a result without any type of invasive procedure. I don't use needles. This is not liposuction. So, but still to have the kind of after results that I do is sort of, I mean, it actually gets me a little like surprised every single day too, because I'm
Oh,
like, how is
that's
this
nice.
possible? Yeah.
Oh, I like that. You know, also you could just like, you know, sprinkle some like good fairy dust and some good energy into your
I do that too.
clients, and then
No, I carry that too.
I think
Fairy
that's
dust.
what the magic is.
Yeah.
I think the magic is you. Products are good, but it's actually who's applying them and how
Right.
you're taking care of your guest.
Right.
Super
And I love that
exciting.
feedback, especially when clients have said similar things to me. That's
Right.
my favorite part.
Is that it's your energy.
Yeah.
I love that. And
Yeah.
a slice of pizza from Staten Island.
Well, yeah,
right?
I bring that too.
Do you bring pizza too?
Yeah. Just in case someone's not happy with my energy, I bring
Right.
them a slice of pizza as well.
And then it's all good.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me.
No, thank you.
It's a delight to celebrate you. So you had a career transition. You
I
went from
did.
banking to beauty.
And
So-
it's been amazing. The whole journey has been amazing.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for more. If you're interested in starting this type of business anywhere in the world, reach out to Naba, and I'm sure she could give you the tips that have been part of her success. Thanks for watching.